Well, welcome back. It's Tuesday, October 6th. It's so good to see you all. I hope that you're enjoying it. Don't forget, today's Red Word Day. It's Tuesday, so grab your red word book and a red crayon, a red marker, or a red pencil. It needs to be red. Also, grab a regular pencil because we'll be writing our sentences in our pencil. All right, you can listen to our new sight word song. So you can click on the link in the learning log or in the presentation or in the on-demand videos and then come on back. All right, what are we learning? We will be learning how to read and spell words that are undecodable, meaning we can't sound them out. We're using red because our brain says, stop, I have to spell read it. Now, let me give you an example. The word you, Y-O-U. That's a red word because we can't sound it out. It will not make sense. We have to spell read it. We call it a red word. Now, sometimes we don't have to spell read the words we already know, but we're going to make sure that we know them all, we know how to read them and spell them. That's how we're going to show our learning. All right, these were some red words that we have been practicing before. Let's review. Remember, when we review, we're going to start at the top. We'll go down the list and back over to the other side, but we need to stand up, and then we're going to tap it out. So everybody up, stand on your feet. Here we go. Put your arms out, cross over. I want you to look at the word. We're going to do the word does first. D-O-E-S, does. But you need to look right at the letters. Your eyes need to track the letters, say the letters, and then tap all at the same time. Your brain has to do a lot of things. Here we go. D-O-E-S, does. D-O-E-S, does. D-O-E-S, does. Awesome. Let's move on to school. We're going to say it in that rhythm. S-C-H-O-O-L, school. Here we go. Arms out, cross it over. Ready, begin. S-C-H-O-O-L, school. S-C-H-O-O-L, school. S-C-H-O-O-L, school. Very good. Let's do said. S-A-I-D, said. Here we go. Eyes on the screen, hands up, cross it over. Ready, begin. S-A-I-D, said. S-A-I-D, said. S-A-I-D, said. S-A-I-D, said. Awesome. Let's keep moving on. Let's move on to the word what. W-H-A-T, what. Arms out, cross it over. Here we go. W-H-A-T, what. W-H-A-T, what. W-H-A-T, what. Awesome, fantastic. Let's keep moving. Make sure you're standing up, saying it in the rhythm. Here we go. Here, H-E-R-E, here. Here we go. Cross it over. Arms up. H-E-R-E, here. H-E-R-E, here. H-E-R-E, here. Awesome. Almost done with our review. Our next word is where. W-H-E-R-E, where. Here we go. Make sure your eyes are on the screen, tracking those letters. Arms up, cross it over. Here we go. W-H-E-R-E, where. W-H-E-R-E, where. W-H-E-R-E, where. Awesome. Last review word for today, very. V-E-R-Y, very. Here we go. Arms up, cross it over. V-E-R-Y, very. V-E-R-Y, very. Awesome. All right, let's move on to our new words. Here's our routine. Remember, we're going to write it on our paper first in red. Stand up, arm tap it out 3 times. Trace it with our finger 3 times. Flip the page over, use our brain, spell it out 3 times. Write your own word and use it in a sentence. Here we go. Our first word is come. C-O-M-E, come. Now, I'm going to hold my paper up here. I'm going to use the big line section that has only one word, one line on it. Notice, I'm going to put it close. Notice that these are all small letters. They start at the dotted line and they touch the baseline. Yesterday, we worked really hard on our handwriting not to have any floating letters. Do that again today when you are writing that word come. Go ahead, use your red crayon and write that word, C-O-M-E, come. Can I come with you? Come. Pause the video so that you can use your very best handwriting to write that word. Once you're done, come back and you can continue. All right, here we go. We're ready to move on. Everybody stand up. Hold the paper out in front of you. You want to be able to read the words on the page. You need your eyes on your page so that you can see those words. Hold it in front of you. Start at your shoulder. Here we go. C-O-M-E, come. C-O-M-E, come. C-O-M-E, come. C-O-M-E, come. If I did that 4 times, I'm sorry. I lost count in my head. All right, our next step, trace it with your finger. So get that pointer finger, give it a little bend, give it a little wiggle, and put it on at the beginning on that C. Now remember, we always start our letters at the top. That will help us from writing any letters backwards. Remember, you're going to have your eyes on your paper. You're going to trace each letter. You're going to say the letter. And then after we finish the word, you're going to go back, trace underneath the word, and saying the word. Here we go. C-O-M-E, come. Do it again. C-O-M-E, come. Make sure you're tracing it. C-O-M-E, come. Awesome. All right. Your next step, if you're using regular notebook paper, flip it over. Might want to cover up the screen so you can use your brain. Don't look at the screen. You are going to, if you have your red word paper, flip your red word paper up. So now you have the 3 sets of lines. Write the word 1 time on that top line. Then do a teacher check. Make sure you have it correct. Now, remember, we don't want any floating letters, and we have to write a little smaller this time. Still writing with our red crayon. That C is going to start at the midline or the dotted line and touch the baseline. Go ahead, pause the video, write it just 1 time. Check the screen to make sure you have it right, and then you're going to write it 2 more times going down the paper like a list. Okay. Now that you have written the word 3 times, you are ready for a sentence. It goes right down here where it says the word sentence. You can copy mine or you can write your own. When you write your sentence, make sure you please write it with your pencil and then underline the word come with your red crayon. My sentence is, can you come with me? I wrote a question, so I made sure I put a question mark at the end. And I will need a capital at the beginning of my sentence. Pause the video, either copy my sentence or come up with your own. Once you've done that, come back and we will continue. All right, our next word for today is the word good. Good. So in your red book, the next page, this up here, had our last word. Here's our new word, good. Okay, so G, it is a basement letter. It's going to drop below with a hook. Notice though, it sits on the baseline and I always start my letter at the top with a curve. We've got O's, we've practiced those in our handwriting book. Make sure it touches the midline and the baseline. Then our D, be careful with that D. When you make the D, the curve comes first, then the line. Go ahead and write that with your red crayon. Do your very best work, and then after you've written it, come back and we will continue. All right, time to arm spell. Everybody stand up. Hold the book in front of you. Remember, you're looking right at the letters. You need to say the letters, look at the letters, and tap all at the same time. You need your brain to do a whole lot of things. Here we go. Cross it over. Start at the top on your shoulder. Here we go. G-O-D, excuse me, G-O-O-D, good. G-O-O-D, good. G-O-O-D, good. Let's do it one more time since I messed it up on accident. G-O-O-D, good. Wonderful. All right. We're ready for the next step. Here it is. Get the tracing finger ready. Give it a little bend. Give it a little wiggle. And we're going to start on the G. We start with the curve. We're going to trace our letters and then say the letters and then swoop under it and say the word. Here we go. G-O-O-D. Good. G-O-O-D. Good. G-O-O-D. Good. Awesome. Okay, you're ready to flip your paper over, or if you have your red word book, you're ready to flip it up. You're going to write it one time using your very best handwriting. You're going to have to write smaller now. Remember that the G sits on the baseline and drops into the basement, and it also touches the midline. Go ahead and write it one time. Pause the video, do a teacher check, and then if you have it written correctly, write it 2 more times. Pause the video and do that. Okay, hopefully you have that word good written 3 times. You're ready for the sentence. Your sentence goes here. You're going to use your pencil to write that. Once you've written your sentence, you're going to underline the word good with your crayon. You can copy my sentence or you can write your own sentence. My sentence says, the food is good. Pause the video and either copy my sentence or write your own. Once you've done that, come on back. Okay, the 2 words we worked on today, come and good. All right, it'll be very, very important that you continue to practice your sight words. I think I added list 5 on there for you too. So if you are ready to move on and keep moving through those sight word lists, fantastic. If you need, they are here if you don't have the sight word packet, or you can click on the link. Notice that I made a slight change to our list. I have highlighted our red words. All of the words that are in red are words that we've done at some point for our red word in our red word book. So those are red words, stop and read words. So if you do not know that word by memory yet, that will be how you do it. So if you come to this word and you're not sure, you're going to need to say the letters, W-H-E-R-E, where. That's how we're going to read those, not sounding them out. All of the lists are here, and I have also included list 5. Make sure you also take a moment to do your phonemic awareness video. This is so important. We really need to know all of these phonemic awareness skills. The link is here in the presentation. It's in the learning log, and it's also on the on-demand videos. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.